From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the gun, here's McNabb. Gets a short one to Selleck. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Gotta be ready, gotta be locked.
Now it's McNabb. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
To throw, McNabb. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Gets a short one to Selleck. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Let's go. Let's go.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Good
Okay,
yardage
ready?
on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Let's go now. Ready?
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Chiefs nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Black. 50, green. Hut, hut.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
And cycle.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Set.
Again, it's Charles. Able to push his way through. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. They come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up third and 2.
Go red. Set.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
6. That's good for a Kansas City
Ready.
Chiefs.
A first down carry here for Charles. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Chiefs are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Set. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Smack. Red. Green jack. Set.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went to his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the
Here we
26-yard
go.
line.
Stop. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready, ready?
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Here's 2nd and 7.
79. Let's go. Top 70 Timberwolves. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Now McNabb. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
It's Jackson again on the reception. Still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Geno Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Charles. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Set.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down behind
So
the
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
brings up 3rd and
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Hey, move.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hut, hut.
They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Fight. 97. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. You look at this Eagle defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, Against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You've got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Yellow.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Red, 38. Yellow, go. Six, mega. Ready.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Kansas
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in. Possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Drill. Here we go. Back. 33. Hut.
They run over center with Charles. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go up the middle, Jamal Charles. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Dog red. Ready.
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has it on a 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
They'll hand it off. This is Charles. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 2nd and 6.
4 yards
Yellow.
on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff. This is Charles. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. We're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
52 blue. Hey, green. Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Watch out now. 50 series.
1st and goal
Yellow,
at the
go.
1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
the line. This Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They need only about the length of the football here on second down. Again, it's McCoy. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's McNabb. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, and you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Yellow, Smith, red. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They run. Charles. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Charles. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pretty move. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
79 Brooks, 60.
McNabb. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Ready.
Up the middle, here's McCoy. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Cowboy 80.
McNabb to throw. And he's got his man in the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chiefs 6.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60, 19 Charger. 19 Charger. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Geno Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
95. Trouble. 38. Fly through.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throw left side complete. That's Charles. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
17 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
10 seconds.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Screen pass to Charles. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Come on, set. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Out of the gun, McNabb. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 6, go.
From the gun, here's McNabb. Pulled in by Avant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
19 sites, 19 sites.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's McNabb. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down, Philadelphia.
Viking 18.
To throw, McNabb. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be caught for the Eagles touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Set, ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The 43-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now McNabb gets a short one to sell it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Back. Cougar 19. Steady.
They'll run on first down. Westbrook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Ready, ready. 19 target. Dragon 60. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some room to maneuver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now.
At the 49-yard line.
On the run is Charles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Tough spot here, third down and 11.
To number 17. No gain on the play. Leads to third and 11.
Shot 17. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Pass taken in. His big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
10 cycles.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Right side caught by Jackson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now third down and very long.
Here we go, here we go. Gravity Lions.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to the core. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Avant brings it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. The partners still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's another Eagles first down.
Got it. Ready?
10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready? Like to get these.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
HE Cardinal. Ready?
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. 2nd down and a yard.
No. Ready? 19 target.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's McNabb. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here we go. 60 Vikings, 70 Lions.
And he is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Clock, 10.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and partner. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then we're trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
The 37-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. There he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, green. 60 red. 60 red. Hut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now.
Okay, break. Ready. 60 Bobcats. Go.
McNabb to throw. And he'll jack this one down to McCoy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go. Set. No rig. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now an inside give to McCoy. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them with no gain.
They drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And this offense on third down today, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, hey, move. Ready.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. This time, the extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we were going to start bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Cup 19. Come on. Smash, smash. Hot 70, hot 70. Panther Street, Panther Street. Hey, switch, switch, switch. 19 tight. 19 tight.
McNabb gets a short one to settle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you're going to take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They need 2. Here's third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it third.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down.
Ready?
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They'll leave 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up third and 5.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up.
The 34-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I think this is what this game's become now. And just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. From the left side, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Mega. Striker. Down. Go. Black 40. Edo blue. Set, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. He'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Let's go now.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds the tight end Harbour, complete. Big strides, look at him go. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy,